Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this away to start us off. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Handoff running right. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Mertz. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. DeMarco Murray, and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. Some great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Can he get there on the ground? And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barnes.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Back to pass. It's Arnold. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Pulls it in. It's Burks. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
This defensive coordinator makes some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
That jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Gonna run it. It's Williams. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Seminoles are looking to keep this drive going.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
1st and 10 play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Arnold. Screen to the receiver in the flat.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
He just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback keeps it here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
This time it's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like.
And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Well, that is a great throw and a catch, but now we'll see if they can finish off this drive by scoring a touchdown.
The Seminoles line up with a 1st and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 30 now. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Well, you could just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
So from their own 20, they move the ball all the way to the red zone. Great scoring opportunity here. Working tight windows. It's Arnold. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? To the air, it's Glenn. Here's the throw deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Oklahoma, 21, Florida State, 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Anderson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Dropping back. It's Arnold. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything...
And he scores. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Number 64. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. 2nd down after the incompletion.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Grab down the middle. It's Sawchuk. And it works. The 1st down to the 35.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Now it's second down here. Direct snap to the back. He's past the 45. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the first down.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Coming up, second down and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Lucas. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, what a play, defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Back to throw. It's Simmons. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. On the return, it's Burks. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Huge play by the special teams. A special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you can see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
They go up 18 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. And the Noles will send their punt team onto the field. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. With the return, it's Burks. And they've got the returner Corral. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Using his legs, it's Williams. He tests the middle but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Seminoles will line up to boot it away. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. He'll hand it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a receiver wide open here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
I tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like C.D. Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
They'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the back gets the football. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
22,
They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
He'll throw it now. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, as a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. You don't practice this very often.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Williams. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Number 13 in the end zone.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. To throw, it's Simmons. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
And great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. Hit as he released it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
29 Philly.
Back to throw. It's Simmons. And he'll lost it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense. You work that clock. You seal victory.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. The completion sets up a second down play. Dropping back. It's Simmons. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got to...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Oh, a reverse. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff. It's Sawchuk. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. The Noles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The pass falls incomplete, as time expires. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.